Hey social media world, it's yours truly. Here at Gear, we're going to talk about some knife sharpening today. When you need a good edge, it's going to cut when you need it to cut. So today, we've got our plethora of knife sharpening utensils. Some of them work really well, some of them I honestly don't know how they work because I've never gone the lengths of learning. So we're going to go over the ones I don't know first. This is your sharpening steel. You have your diamond, you have your standard. The guys who cut fish for a living or sharpen knives all the time, they use these things. They know how to use them. I'd be bullshitting you if I told you I knew how to do it. But we do sell them. They're made by Dexter. They're really great products. Another one that I'm not too familiar with, the sharpening stone. The old tried true, one of the most used things in the past century. Coarse side, fine side. There's a plethora of different ways to use this thing. You can go down the wormhole on the internet for hours and listen to people's different aspects of soak it in oil, what type of oil, put water on it. You can really mess your blade up if you don't know how to use this. If you do know how to use it, it will work very well. It'll probably put the best edge on your knife. So, I mean, if you really want to learn that, go on YouTube, figure that one out. Okay, so after that, we have more of our quick acting sharpeners, ones I'm more familiar with because I'm always in a rush. This one here, this is made by AccuSharp. This is their paddle. This is basically a fancier version of the stone. So to me, I'm not going to use it because I don't want to mess my knife up and I really don't have the time. So I'm going to go with the speed. And the one we sell the most of is this. This is the AccuSharp. This is by far the most sold knife sharpener that we have. It's like 10, 12 bucks. It has these little diamond sharpeners in it. They're shaped like that. So after this thing stops to work, you pull these 3 screws out, you flip them over, and you get twice the life out of it. Again, by AccuSharp, this is their 2-step. You got diamond bar at the top for coarse and ceramic for fine at the bottom. Another 2-step item. Works really well. Quick and easy. Puts an edge on. You don't screw up your knife. And then finally, we'll go over the edge maker. This is the one I use the most because it's made for, not made just for, but it uses serrated knives and doesn't take the tips off. So first, we'll go over the AccuSharp. Like I said, number one, there's a couple ways you can do it. They do put this handy dandy finger guard on here so you don't cut yourself. There, we got a straight edge knife here. It's a little dull. So you put your knife on the ground or on the table, lay it on there, then gently pull it across. Now I see people all the time, they come in and we have these at the counter like, oh, let me use that. And they push down and you see metal filings start falling off. That is the improper way to do it. That's the only way you're gonna screw your knife up with this thing. So again, on, down a couple times. And she's sharp. She's ready to go. She's ready to get dulled out again. Same thing with this, basic simple process. They give you these little tabs to hold on to. Coarse, a couple times, nice and smooth. Don't put any pressure down. Then fine to give it that nice tuned edge. And again, she was sharp already, but she resharpened it. So lastly, we're gonna go on the edge maker. Again, this is my favorite one of all. So it comes in 2 handles. It's around 20 bucks for the set. So first, this is for straight edge only. So straight edge, if you really dull this knife out, it's gonna go from a tip to like a U. So this part, this is like the steel, this brings the edge back. So this is basically gonna hone the blade back to a tip. So then it can really be sharpened. And again, you keep hearing me say coarse and fine. It's the steps, like sanding anything, like sandpaper. Start off with the heavy grit, end up with the nice 1000 grit for a good finish. So this is your coarse, this is your fine. Now this pocket knife is old. This thing's probably 2-3 years old. It is serrated. Good serrated knives cut through rope better than straight edges, if you're cutting a lot of rope. Or you have some razor sharp straight edge knife. So you can do it a couple ways. You can go from this side. You can go from this side. I like to put it stationary, coarse, then fine. And she's sharp until I dull it out next week. Now this, you have these rods. The neat part about the sharpener, if it stops working after a while, you've worn that part out, you grab a pair of pliers and you turn this rod. And you can turn all 4 of them, or all 6, until it's no longer useful. And again, you can use this side as well. So I think long run, for the money, this is the best one. It's German design, it's made in America. By far my favorite one. But again, the AccuSharp, also made in America. Best sharpener we have as far as sales, and tried and true. Good to go. So this has been another helpful video from us at Gear. Just trying to show you guys how to use what you have. And if you don't have it, come get it. SeaGearMarine.com. Thanks again, Sean Bardo, Sea Gear.